Perfect. Hi, everyone. I'm just going to share my screen because I've got an actual deck that I'm going to go through. Don't worry, it's got lots of pictures. All right, so I guess we just start. My name is Genevieve Roch Decter. I'm the CEO of a company called Grit Capital. If you guys and girls are on Instagram, give us a follow at Grit Capital. We have a really fun and engaged finance community on there. So I've spent the last 12 years of my career in finance. I spent 8 of those managing money. And the last 4, I've built up a company called Grit Capital where we've actually been introducing companies to investors. And there's a really exciting new investor base called the Millennials, who I want to talk to you about today because millions and millions of millennials are getting into the finance game and the investment game, but they're doing it in a very specific way. And I think you should care because these millennials could be consumers of your products, they could be investors in your companies. So the first thing is, why should you actually care about them beyond that? They're going to be a very powerful group of people. They're going to inherit about $1 trillion in a huge intergenerational wealth transfer that's going to happen between baby boomers and millennials. So they're going to inherit all this money, and they just surpassed baby boomers as the largest cohort in the US specifically. There's 73 million millennials. Oh, I think I actually have the wrong deck up here. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. Oh my God. 1 second, my bad. I'm gonna have to go with a PowerPoint. Let me just see here, share screen. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go old school with PowerPoint, but because I made some edits and I didn't save. I hope you can see this. Okay, so millennial facts about millennials finance specifically. So they earn about 20% less than their parents. They've got 2 times more debt. And right now, 3 out of 5 of them don't own any stocks. However, good news is they're saving at the same rate as their parents. So where is their money going? Their money's going in checking accounts, savings accounts, cash basically. And as we all know right now, no one's earning a lot of money on their cash. Big question, why are they not investing? And this is just my personal feelings, philosophy. I think a lot of millennials, they don't want to go with their fathers or their mother's brokers. They don't want to be given advice by someone that is completely not the same age as them, doesn't understand them, and doesn't do business how they do business. What do I mean by that? How do millennials do business? They do it on their phone, they do it on apps, they don't do it in person. They want everything to be fast, quick, cheap, and automatic. They really like to have things set up automatically for them. So how are companies winning the mind share of millennials on the finance and investment side? I'm going to give you 3 examples here of companies I think are really, really kicking ass, and they're doing it in a way that, like I described, 100% digital, super easy to use, super clean, slick looking apps, and cost effective. So the first one is SoFi. Basically what they do, so one of the biggest problems millennials have is they have too much debt. So what does SoFi do? They actually help you gather all your debt from all different places and put them into one big lump sum. They help you pay it down a lot more cost effectively and a lot faster than other companies. Success, they've gathered 7.5 million millennials use this app. Second one, Acorn. Acorn, amazing app. This app allows you to save, but they do really fun little tricks. So for example, your Netflix account. So let's say it costs you $11.99 a month for your Netflix account. I don't know where it's at today, but they'll take that penny and round up, put that penny into an investment account for you and start putting it into the stock market. So you can imagine over thousands of transactions that you're doing, people are doing in a year, how this could add up over time. So it's automatically done for you. Success, 4.5 million users. Robinhood. So on the investment side, Robinhood has taken Wall Street by storm because they've created an app that's really appealing for investors in the millennial category. But more than that, it's free. It's free to stock trade. So it's free to buy and sell stocks. And they actually reward you in stocks too in certain programs. This app has just grown wildly in popularity, 10 million users. Another big theme that I've noticed lately is that millennials during this COVID time, so the last 2 months, have started investing in the stock market heavily. So Robinhood, the company I just talked to you about, they had a record Q1 with account openings. And this has also happened at other discount brokerage firms like E-Trade, Charles Schwab's. They're all coming out and saying, wow, huge amount of clients in the millennial category specifically opening accounts. Headlines everywhere saying fearless millennials are cashing in on stocks as frightened baby boomers cash out. Now, I've been in finance, like I said, for a really long time. The best time to buy stocks is when the stock market crashes. This has been a timeless truth. There's a great quote that says, buy when there's blood in the streets, even when the blood is your own. So my point here is that millennials kind of get this bad rep, like they're dumb and they don't know how to invest, but look at them. They're getting into the stock market. A lot of them are even using money they'd save for a down payment on a house to put it into the stock market. Jim Cramer, he is a host of Mad Money on CNBC, one of the most popular finance shows. He is now telling his audience which stocks millennials are buying on Robinhood because he thinks this cohort is so important. This investor cohort. They're saying he's saying they've got a lot of information that other investors should look at in terms of their stock trading patterns. Now, I've noticed a few companies that have done some really great things with investing and attracting an investor base in the millennial cohort. So the first one is T-Mobile. So a few years ago, T-Mobile actually wanted to reward their customer base, so they're not all millennials, but a lot of them were, with a stock giveaway. They gave away $45 million in stock to 11 million customers. And tons of accounts were open. People that didn't have brokerages accounts were suddenly opening brokerage accounts just to get their T-Mobile stock. It was a really big success. Second example, Facebook. Facebook was the biggest IPO at the time of all time. And Facebook knows that 99% of their customers, consumers, users, whatever you want to call them, are people just like you and I, average people. They're not the top 1%ers. They're not the top wealth managers. They wanted to give everyone a piece of their IPO. So they allowed everyday people, regular people to get in on IPO. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually only the top people get access to IPOs. That was wonderful. Other examples that I've seen, McDonald's and Starbucks are now rewarding consumers that use their products in stock. So you go buy, I'm really big into cheeseburgers, buy a cheeseburger at McDonald's, get my Americano at Starbucks. Guess what? I'm buying the product and I'm getting reward stock in my stock account. Again, automatic, just happening for me. These are very cool ways to engage your consumer base, especially in the tech-savvy millennial generation. So in conclusion, I think the three kind of main takeaways is that you should really pay attention to millennials because they're getting into the finance game. They're going to be very important. They're going to have a lot of money someday, and they want it all to be digital. And I think the most powerful thing that can happen is when your customers and your investors are the same people. So with that, I'm just going to leave it there and open it up to questions if anybody has any. Don't even know where I can see the questions on here. Hold on. I guess there's no questions, but anyways, I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Check us out at Grit Capital on Instagram to find out more about this really, really important cohort of investors and consumers. So thank you so much.